College Football Playoff, CBS Sports projects 12-team field, full bowl slate after Week 1. Week 1 of the 2025 college football season provided no shortage of excitement, providing seismic upsets, statement victories, and battles between top-ranked teams. 4 top 10 teams lost this past weekend, shaking up what could be an interesting regular season. Those upsets included number 3 Ohio State defeating number 1 Texas 14-7, number 9 LSU over number 4 Clemson 17-10, number 10 Miami over number 6 Notre Dame, and perhaps the most surprising, unranked Florida State defeating number 8 Alabama in Tallahassee. Each of these teams could find themselves in the college football playoff hunt by the end of the year, and their Week 1 performance has set the stage for the rest of the season. With that being said, CBS Sports has ranked the 12-team playoff field, including first-round and quarterfinal matchups as well as the full bowl slate throughout the country. Here's how it shakes up after the first week of the new college football season. College Football Playoff First-Round Game Number 1. Projection: Number 12 Tulane at Number 5 Notre Dame. Tulane has been one of the strongest group of 5 programs in the country for several years now, but can they take the next step under head coach John Sumrall and make the playoff as the 5th highest-ranked conference champion in college football? Meanwhile, Notre Dame has its sights set on another run to the CFP despite a Week 1 setback against Miami on the road. The Irish were unable to drive the length of the field on its final possession, trailing by 3. This came after Notre Dame erased a 10-point deficit to tie the game, but in the end it wasn't enough. Tulane handled its own business in Week 1 with a 23-3 victory over Northwestern at home. College Football Playoff First-Round Game Number 2. Projection: Number 9 Clemson at Number 8 Oregon. A matchup between two teams in the preseason top 10 who were a part of the initial 12-team college football playoff in 2024. Additionally, neither of these teams have ever faced each other on the gridiron. The Tigers kicked off their season with a home loss to LSU. A disappointing start to the season, but Clemson still expects a strong finish to the season. Oregon routed Montana State 59-13 in their opener and will face its first Power 4 opponent in Oklahoma State, Big 12, this weekend before opening Big 10 play against Northwestern on September 13th. College Football Playoff First-Round Game Number 3. Projection: Number 11 Georgia at Number 6 Florida. An SEC versus SEC matchup in the first round is sure to bring a raucous environment to whichever program hosts this matchup. In this scenario, it's the Florida Gators. Notably, the Gators also host Georgia during the regular season, November 1st. This would be the first appearance in the college football playoff for Florida, while Georgia is looking to secure its 3rd national championship in 5 seasons. Both SEC programs had a swift start to their regular season with the Gators shutting out Long Island 55-0 and the Bulldogs disposed of Marshall 45-7. College Football Playoff First-Round Game Number 4. Projection: Number 10 Texas Tech at Number 7 Texas. Texas' performance in Week 1, namely that of quarterback Arch Manning, has been the subject of discussion around the college football world since the 14-7 loss to Ohio State. He didn't perform as expected, and the Longhorns are now expected to be a number 7 seed in CBS Sports' latest projections. Texas Tech is slotted in at the 10 seed, as the Red Raiders hold claim to the top transfer portal class and have not been shy about their nil pitches. In turn, Texas Tech could be a major player in the Big 12 moving forward. Projection: Number 1 LSU versus 8-9 winner. This scenario would see top-seeded LSU take on either Oregon or Clemson in the quarterfinal at the Rose Bowl. LSU defeated Clemson 17-10 on the road to open the season at Saturday. The Tigers started the season 1-0 for the first time under Brian Kelly, and is a huge confidence boost heading into a SEC schedule that features 6 preseason top 25 teams. They'll take on Louisiana Tech during Week 2 before opening conference action at home against Florida. CFP quarterfinal at Sugar Bowl. Projection: Number 2 Ohio State versus 7 out of 10 winner. The reigning national champions kicked off the season on a high note with their victory over top-ranked Texas to begin the season. It was the second time in their last 3 games they defeated the Longhorns, doing so in the Cotton Bowl in last year's CFP semifinal. This scenario has the Buckeyes playing in the Sugar Bowl against either number 7 seed Texas, a storyline that writes itself, or against number 10 seed Texas Tech. Either way, the Buckeyes aren't looking to be one and done this postseason. CFP quarterfinal at Orange Bowl. Projection: Number 3 Miami versus 6 out of 11 winner. The Hurricanes led by as many as 10 points in the fourth quarter, and despite the Irish's best efforts, Miami held on to defeat Notre Dame 27-24 on Sunday night. However, Miami still has several key matchups on the horizon with Florida, Florida State, and Louisville all in consecutive matchups to end September and begin October. Based on seeding, they'd either face Florida or Georgia in the first round, a matchup that has major intrigue for everyone involved. Miami and Florida will meet by the end of the month, and the in-state rivals would make for an exciting atmosphere. Meanwhile, Georgia is the team of new Miami QB Carson Beck. CFP quarterfinal at Cotton Bowl. Projection: Number 4 Penn State versus 5/12 winner. Penn State fell just short of the national championship last season and have one of the best rosters in the country on paper. But is this the year the Nittany Lions push past their glass ceiling? Week 1's 46-11 win over Nevada was the first taste fans were able to get of this year's teams. They'd either take on Notre Dame or Tulane in the Cotton Bowl. Again, the rematch between the Nittany Lions and Fighting Irish makes for an interesting rematch in the postseason. If Tulane can pull off the upset, the Nittany Lions will likely be heavily favored in the quarterfinals.